Hi everybody, welcome to this week's question and answer video. I hope everyone's weekend went well. Some of you are still off today. I hope that you're enjoying yourself, being able to relax, catch up on some energy. Yeah, catch up on some sleep and get energy. So I do this every single week. For those of you who are new here, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the question and answer video. Please ask me anything you want. Write down in the comments section right down below and come back next Monday to see my answer. Let me know what you think of my answer. Not just if it was good or not, but just if you can understand what I'm saying and make sure I understand your question. If I miss your question or anything like that, just ask me again, please. Sometimes they just get deleted. Sometimes I miss them. So please ask me again. All I ask from you guys is, can you just tell us where you are from? Give us a general location. That would be wonderful. And just keep asking questions and let me know what you think, and keep asking more about the same thing if you need to. Okay? I would appreciate it if you could, if you haven't already, consider supporting a petition I started quite a while ago now. It needs your help. It's Stop Narcissistic Online Bullying. It's the #1 cause of young people taking their lives today. So it's a very serious thing, and it's getting worse with the internet. If you can, anyone in the world, just follow the link I have for the petition. There's some in the description box. There's one down in the comment section. You'll see it. You can't miss it. You just follow it and say, yes, you support it, and you don't have to do anything else. It's global. It's for everyone. If you want to do something else, you can share it with someone else. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's get into the questions. First, let's see, Doe8617 saying, blood is thicker than water, but blood is stickier, referring to family. That family debt we have that we were born into, huh? The reason we're having toxic relationships in our adulthood, maybe our childhood relationships weren't very good. Maybe our parents didn't give us what we needed, but more so they're just maybe causing so much stress in our adult life that we don't know what to do. And we feel like, you know, that old statement, blood is thicker than water, meaning somehow because blood is thicker than H2O, that we have to be there as a servant, a slave for our family. And we don't. We don't have to do anything, and we certainly choose our family. Okay? So I like that. Blood is thicker than water, but blood is stickier, messier. Rel Rodriguez, the healing family from California. Hello. Thank you a million for healing so many people in the world. I'm one of them. Thank you for telling me. As you remember, ex-fiance disappeared. He had come from a family that traumatized him, neglected, sexually abused, abandoned. You got together 8 years ago, and you just couldn't believe what he went through as a child. He told you everything. He was locked up with his siblings under 8 years old while his parents went on vacation. Grossly abused. After he discarded you and your kids, he went straight back with his family. He said he hated and is going on vacations. And in pictures, he's hugging his mom. He looks miserable. Now, because I've been helping you guys for 8 years with this, personally, coaching, I know that when we look at a picture of them after we're broken up, all they have to do is smile, and we think they're so happy. God, they're so much better off without me. I'm the sick one, huh? Well, at least you see that he is miserable, so it doesn't mess with you too much. Because just smiling on Facebook doesn't mean we're happy, guys, right? Somebody that makes you feel this bad can't feel that good. You're still no contact, but will remain that way, and I'm healing. I'm curious, what is your thought and why they go back to the people, family that treated them like that? In his eyes, I'm the evil one now, and they are good ones now. Question mark. No, that's not what that means. Can you give me your thoughts on why they do this? Well, no. We all come, well, I shouldn't say all of us, but a lot of us come from not very stable homes and could be very codependent. The problem with parenting that failed is they don't teach us to be reliant, self-reliant. A lot of you guys may not even know what that means. Meeting our own emotional needs ourselves, learning how to reassure ourselves and make ourselves feel better and comfort ourselves, take care of ourselves, be responsible, hold ourselves accountable, try to become better versions of ourselves, protect ourselves, give ourselves what we need, and all this stuff. Parents didn't teach him that. So he lacks self-reliance, and he becomes reliant on others, leaning on others for what he needs. So doesn't do very well by themselves. They're dependent, reliant on people, so they always need people in their lives. So their standards are extremely low, but their self-worth is extremely low, and they'll always be able to go back to a codependent family because all of them are codependent on each other. Makes sense. Until he has enough self-worth to start trying to have some ambition to become more self-reliant. Yeah? Until then, he'll go back to toxic people. I mean, every relationship, it doesn't matter what the title of the relationship is. You break up and keep coming back together, and that's the first sign of a toxic relationship. And why do we do this? Dependency. You see that? I feel like I need them. I don't love them anymore. I don't like them. They abuse me, but I just want to go back. It's just so hard to stay away. We have makeup sex. We go party. They make me feel better because at this point, it's hard for me to make myself feel good now. When we lose a sense of who we are in these relationships, which we do, it's harder to talk to ourselves. It's harder to say it's going to be okay, and it sticks. It works. And so maybe I need somebody else to make me feel better. Our brain says, yeah, that source that made our brains go like this. Hope that makes sense. What do you think? What do you think about my answer? Why do you think? What else would he go back? Has to have low self-worth. Has to, right? If he hates his family and goes back to him, he must hate himself. Yeah. 23 Patricia. Don't know where you're from. Let us know next time. I recently discovered your channel and I've been binging on it. Just wanted to say thank you for the authentic way you give the information. Please don't stop the Q&A. Thank you very much, Patricia. Welcome to the channel. And ask anything you want, please. Thank you for telling me that. And I won't stop. I won't stop the Q&As. Gosh, it's been at least 7 years. And user EK7LJ5QF6Z. Sounds like you're one of Elon Musk's child. Hey, David. Infamous symptoms of being a partner of BPD. I started waking after having nightmares while sleeping with my BPD girlfriend for a week straight. Was a bit long distance, but that fear they have is infectious. Was broken up with after 10 days of being really sick while I spent months taking care of her. That's a real important thing to think about. I was thinking about this the other day. How do we care for each other when we are sick or not well and need help? How did your exes, your toxic people in your life react to you being sick? I know that I had, many years of experience with when I was in toxic relationships. It's been a long time, but I'll never forget them. And I just remember the second I needed someone, it's like I always took care of myself with everything I needed, completely self-reliant, completely don't need anybody, don't ask for help, don't take help, don't accept help, do everything myself, don't even tell anybody. And I try to have friends, and you end up pleasing them and doing everything for them to make sure that we're having a good time. You're always there for them, and then you realize the second you need them, they're gone. Like cockroaches. Turn the lights on. Gone. Huh? Great friends. Maybe if you accepted help or asked for help sooner, you'd find that out. Maybe, huh? So she said she wanted to keep things good between us after the breakup. For what? Fast forward 2.5 months, calls me midnight drunk and says I ruined her life and she wouldn't even want to see me dead because she's sleeping with a guy 5 years younger than her right now. By the way, she's 23. She's sleeping with an 18-year-old. Hopefully. Yeah. Everything's great. Want to keep everything great between us, and you just don't talk for 2.5 months, and all of a sudden you turn into this horrible monster, huh? Nothing even happened. That makes sense with someone unstable. With someone that can't look at themselves and want to blame someone for how bad they feel and not change anything. Yeah. You have to be the bad guy. I mean, anybody that has to talk bad about somebody, isn't it obvious? They think they're the bad guy. Who cares? Yes, there's bad people. I don't even think there's bad people that just do bad things. That's it. It's like, if you don't like it, try to learn how to stay away from people like that and protect yourself better. Thanks for your comment. Love to know where you're at. And Darth Vader says, you'd hate Scotland, David. It's cold almost all the time. I wouldn't hate it. I don't hate things. I don't like cold weather. I know Scotland's not freezing cold all year round. I'd go there during that 1 week, warm week you have, where you still need a sweater. I would love to see Scotland. I plan on doing it soon. There's a lot of beautiful people there I'd like to meet. The whole United Kingdom. Most of it. Rory from Ohio. Hello, Rory. Hi, David. I hope you're enjoying the holiday weekend. I surely did. I am today still. Could you please talk about the entitlement narcissists have and how it affects other people? I think he used his entitlement to devalue my self-worth and furthered his disappointment in me because I never sunk as low as he wanted me to be. I always tried to rise above his delusional and irrational thinking, but it did take a toll on me mentally and physically. I bet, Rory. Really damages your psyche. Yeah. I'm sorry. Entitlement. You know, entitlement is something we grow out of, isn't it? I mean, it's something we all were. We may not be able to remember. That's too bad if we can't, because I think it's too bad if we can't remember our childhood much. I really can. I can remember being so entitled. I never thanked my parents for much unless they told me to, you know? Unless it was something I wanted so bad, you know, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I wouldn't be aware of how hard my father worked or how hard it was for my mother to keep the house clean and cook the meals and take care of me. I had no idea. I didn't know what they could afford or couldn't afford. I didn't know that taking me to a doctor was because they cared about me and wanted me to be good and happy and healthy. I wasn't aware of these things. I just took it for granted, huh? I was entitled. And we need to teach children to appreciate things. What hard work is. What donating our time means. This, you know, things like this. If we can't agree that we're all equal, it would be a horrible world, wouldn't it? Well, there's some that don't believe we are, aren't there? Some. And those people are very, very entitled to believe that I'm better than you for some reason, for no reason, just am. I deserve what I want without having to work for it. That people can do things for me, give things to me, help me, and I don't have to reciprocate that. I'm screwed. Because I can try to live my life like that and think that everybody owes me something and that I'm special and unique in some way, that I don't have to do what everybody else does just because I'm me. But think about the times the reality slaps you right in the face, you know? Think about, I mean, because if you're not aware of these things about yourself, then you're not aware of what you're doing to people, and you're not aware of how you're sabotaging and ruining all your relationships. Hubris will ruin every relationship you have. Pride. You think you're proud of who you are, or what you've done, or what you own. You think that's some way better than anybody else for some reason. This is not a competition. This is survival. And we got here by being here for each other, not by exploiting each other. No. And there'll always be a percentage of people that do this. And sadly, we have to make up for some of them, don't we? I'm just saying as a whole society, your country, your state, your city, your town, there's always going to be people that don't pull their weight, that are criminals, things like this. And we have to take care of them somehow. Because we're all here together. We can't lose sight of that. Now, we can't demean people and say that they aren't equal either. We're all equal. We're just different. We can appreciate these differences, but we can't hold people up as special or unique, or ourselves. Yeah. It will take a toll on someone that tries to be close to them. You will lose a sense of who you are. You will doubt who you are. You have to sacrifice, compromise, neglect yourself to be there for an entitled person. It's never enough, right? If what you do for them, how you meet their needs and be there for them, is never enough, it's never appreciated, there's no gratitude, there's no reciprocation, how does that make you feel your self-worth? Worthless, useless, obsolete, pointless, unnecessary. And that's pretty damaging to yourself. Yeah. But if we believe we are worthy of what we do for someone else, we're worthy of receiving that, then we won't accept this. And we can start by not accepting it if we want our self-worth to rise. Okay? I'm sorry, Rory. I'm glad that's over for you now. And I know you have people in your life that don't place value on you and don't think they're better than you. Life's a lot better now, isn't it? Rose from the United Kingdom. Hello, Rose. Yes, LOL, exactly it. They explain and go on about the smallest subject. Even if you're fully aware of it, you sit making eye contact. He hates if you didn't understand him. He said too that the person he was talking to didn't make eye contact. I said I didn't notice. He said he does. He always looks at people. It's disrespectful to not engage. Yeah, go notice now how he doesn't look at you when you talk to him, Rose. How he turns his back to you and fiddles with other things and doesn't pay attention. If he even lets you talk. It's disrespectful to not engage. I said, no, maybe they are shy. But it is so tiring just listening to him on the phone. Yeah. I mean, you know, the person that just nonstop talks. And that's the thing, is I like making eye contact with people. I think it's respectful. If I find myself not making eye contact with them anymore, I pretty much don't want to listen to them anymore. And that's rude. So what do? You just sit there and make contact. You just stare at them. Nonstop. And on, and on, and on, and on, and on, and on, and on. When someone's doing that, tell them how it feels. You're overloading me with information and telling me too much stuff. Please stop. Making me anxious, making me uncomfortable. I have something to do. I'm thinking about something right now, and you are just telling me all kinds of stuff. It sounds like maybe you need to talk to someone. Just leave. Walk out the room. It's hard if you don't love someone that's doing that. Thanks, Rose. I don't know. Britain Fame 1. BREITIMNFAM 1. Oh, down below. Rob from Australia. Sorry. Rob from Australia. Why do borderlines create such devotion in their exes? Why is it years later I still think of her? My rational mind knows it wasn't real and I was miserable with her. So why am I nostalgic? You want to go back to those times, Rob? We hold on to those good times, those good moments, huh? They're hard to let go, aren't they? They're real. Everybody thinks the whole thing was fake, but you had a good time, right? I'm sure she did too. I'm sure she enjoyed your company as you enjoyed hers at moments. Not all the time, especially at the end. Why are you still thinking about her? Why do you think, Rob? You know, our memories are emotionally significant. If they are not emotionally significant, then we don't need to remember it. Most of our lives, we don't remember, right? When you think back at things you remember, it's emotionally significant, isn't it? Feels good, feels bad. Oh, the day I got my driver's license, my first car, my first love, married, children, all so emotionally impactful, we remember them. If they become less and less and less and less emotionally significant, we may even not remember them anymore. That's healing. We don't need to absolve or erase the good memories that you have of her, but we need to feel better. That's how we do that. We need to heal. Emotions open, we react, and we have to express them, or they just stay like this forever, like anger. You get so angry, and a lot of us don't say anything right away, and it builds up, builds up, builds up, builds up so many times until we explode. Or we just keep it there forever and never express it. We may have been told that anger is bad. Anger is bad. You can't be angry. I had someone try to tell me that a few years ago. Oh, you are angry. Yes, you made me angry. I was angry. What's the problem? It's like, did I do something? Did I yell and scream? No. Okay, well, you made me angry and I was angry. You gonna try to shame me for it? We get angry, and if we don't express it, it stays open forever, Rob. During emotional, traumatic relationships, so many emotions that you didn't express, that you didn't have validated. It's better to stay quiet than tell them. So maybe we still have some emotions to this experience. Yeah? When you think about it, how does it feel? Good ones and bad ones still? Talk about it, because it's the best form of expression. It's the best way to close those emotions, good and bad, whatever you want. But we talk about them, we express them finally, and they close. And we may still remember it, but no more emotion. It sounds like, in the other part of healing, is that we may not fully understand it. This thing needs to make sense of what happened, big time. It's our life. It says a lot about who we are, and who are we, and we need to know that. Yeah. And we need to know what happened, and we need to know what went wrong, and why, so we don't repeat it. Our brain needs to know this. Maybe we don't fully understand everything. Maybe we look back on those good times and we think that she was this amazing person with just some mental illness. Huh? Well, I'll tell you, mental illness doesn't abuse people. Mental illness doesn't cheat on people. Mental illness doesn't hit people, lie to them, betray them, talk bad about people, make them go crazy, make them take their lives. Mental illness doesn't do that. Not someone else's mental illness. That's something a human being does. Okay? We need to understand this, or we internalize it. Just about everything we don't understand in life that hurt us can cause shame until we can understand it. Maybe I need to understand something I've done in this relationship, Rob. Because I may have done something wrong, and that would just be guilt, and I can deal with that and heal from that. But if I don't understand that what I did was just something wrong, I may think that I was a bad person, and that's shame. We need to heal from this, Rob. Talk to someone. I mean, have you ever? Did you ever, Rob? The number one way to heal from emotional trauma, just to talk to somebody? I mean, I don't care who you are. You're borderline, psychopath. The way that we heal is talking. There's no reason to be scared of feeling better. So what have you done so far to heal from this? Maybe we didn't do what we needed to do. Maybe, Rob. What do you think? Huh? Let me know. Thank you. And Ro Rodriguez, the healing family from California, again. Can you explain the psyche in your best way possible? Well, your psyche is yourself. That's it. It's you. Psyche. Psychology would be the scientific study of why humans do what they do. And sociology, scientific study of these people and how we interact with each other in society. The psyche is yourself, your true self, your real self. It's who you are, not what you are. It's inside, not outside. It's not how you look. It's not your shaved head. I don't think your head's shaved, but it's not our title, boss, employee. No, it's not our favorite color. It's who we are. Some of the parts of who we are is what we emotionally need, what we want in our life, how we feel about things, what we believe. Just some parts. There's many parts to us. It's our guide, isn't it? If you know exactly who you are, you don't need to ask anybody else what to do. And what you do is what you are. How you feel is who you are. I have a motto I've said many times on here. Doesn't matter what I do. It only matters how I feel about it. And if I love you, then I don't care what you do. I only care how you feel about it. Because I care about you. Because I love you. I love who you are, not what you are. Your exes, some of your family, some of your friends, never knew who you were. They never bothered to find out who you are. And they accused you of things that you are not. They don't know who you are. And you get so upset when someone tells you something bad about yourself. That's not true. Why would that bother you? It's not true. But if I don't know who I am, that might bother me. I might defend myself. I might need to prove to people who I am. The psyche is developed, starts developing in childhood. We find out who we really are as we enter adulthood. Start forming our personalities. Without everything that we need, without some spontaneity, some love, we don't get to develop our true self, our psyche. Our parents may focus more on what we are or what we do, more than how we feel about it. When we develop our egos, what we are instead of who we are, we may become ashamed of who we are. The narcissist rejects who he is. The borderline's psyche is fragmented. They both lack awareness of who they are, and that's why when they tell you who they are, they do something that shows you that's not who they are, but they think it's who they are. The key to life, at least, I'm not going to tell anybody why they're here, but I can tell you how to be safe, how to be successful, how to be comfortable, and that's to know who you are and to live true to that as much as you can. And don't let people come along and change that. You better accept who you are, 100%. And there's something you need to fix, you try to fix it, but if you can't, you love yourself still no matter what. That's the only way anyone else can, okay? Hope that helps. I could answer more about it if you want me to, but I think that's enough. If not, ask me more, okay? Thank you. I think that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you. Thank you for all your lovely questions and your support, your likes, your subscribing to the channel, and supporting that petition. I appreciate you guys. Love your psyche first, okay? See you guys next week. Bye-bye.